Sports. It's in the game.
Entering main menu screen, play next level. Exhibition. Online head-to-head. Entering depth chart. Entering depth. AHB selected. FB selected. Slot. T selected. Slot 1, slot 2, slot 1, slot 2, slot LT selected. Slot RT selected. Slot MLB selected. Slot CP selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 4. Slot and quick match. Matchmaking 32 option. Defense option is set to John Gruden. Searching for opponent is matchmaking 32 options. Washington Redskins. Dark light uniform. Start light uniform. Dark uniform option is set. Light uniform option. Start time option is set to 6:30. Searching for opponent is ready.
Slip on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 44, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Here we go. Keep it Pittsburgh. Bring it. Kill.
They run again on first down. Peterson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Chiefs 0. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry now. This is Williams. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 49. Check 49.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Mahomes again. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Redskins' 33-yard line.
Line, I'm the line. That's it. They can't hang with us. On
2nd and 9. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Haskins. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play action. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Chiefs get their first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. That one complete to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. To throw on third down. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Again, zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Haskins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. A toss play. This is Peterson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 30 on second down, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I'm don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, Peterson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down now. It's Peterson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll run for it with Peterson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now again to Peterson running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here we go with Haskins. And that will be incomplete. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.